What's up? It's me, Lockdown. For the last 10 months, I've been working really hard to get this record completed and signed. I'm absolutely honoured to have been granted the rights to do this. Children was, and to this very day, is still such an iconic song. And I'm so glad to have been given a chance to put my own spin on this timeless classic. Today I'll run through the whole project and I'll show you what I've done to make this record complete. So let's jump right into it. What I'm going to do is the same old thing. Start from the first channel and work my way down, and I'll just go through stuff. Start with a kick. Pretty nice, clean, clubby kick with a nice sub bass underneath. Got that ambient stomp there going pretty wide. First part of the bass. Filter's just rolling off quite a bit of the highs. What I've done with this, I've put like a really tight room reverb on it just to spread it out a bit more and just give it a bit more width. So those together. Next part of this first drop, the filter opens up a little bit. Made this pretty cool pre-drop arrangement with all the kicks. And then I've also added a slight layer to this kick as well for the last drop. Kind of like a little tocky top kick. I've taken the lows out of this, boosted the mids a little bit, just so it fits cleanly with the other kick and bass. Like the best part about these things is on my master channel down here, I've got this utility that I've toggled with number 1 on the keyboard as a hotkey. So when I click number 1, this turns off and on. So you can test the mono capability really easy, just a click of a button. That's a really good indication if it's sounding really close and clean in mono, that you've got a nice mix. So the kick sounds great. We'll go to the piano first. The iconic children piano. Just so nice. I had a few questions asking if this was a stem from the original or replayed. It is in fact replayed on Nexus. This grand piano, I think it's just one of the stock sound banks. Just raised a little bit of the mids, got this nice delay on it. Generous amount of reverb as well, multi-band compression, and that is about it for that one. I thought that was pretty close. I wanted to recreate all of this as much as I could, and I found something that was very similar to the plucks from the original. I was stoked. I was absolutely stoked when I found that. This is just a Spire preset. Lows cut out, multi-band compressed, reverb, and I've got a little bit of auto pan going on, just so it sweeps across speakers. I've got it also layered with, I just want to give it a bit more attack, so I've frozen that layer out and just shortened the hell out of it. And we've got these little blips that just adds to the attack to this sound. But it's very subtle when the whole track's playing. You can barely hear it. We'll go back up to the lead. I wanted to have this lead sort of subtly come in, and then when it finally hits in this break section, it's just a big moment. Real nice sound. I had a few layers to this section. This little thing, bit of a mid, chords. And the number one thing I wanted to do was try and get the delays right with this. And I think I've done an okay job. So I'll just turn it off without it. But I've frozen the delays out just so I can control them a little bit more. Which I thought was really handy. Also, I've added a support layer to the lead just to give it a bit more punch. And some reverse reverbs. Bit of suspense. So that just plays with the piano slightly underneath it. Moving on to the break bass. Classic Reese. Another bit more of a subby. An ambient layer. The auto pan back on there again just to push some frequencies around so it's not so stagnant. Added a plucky little sort of a trancey bass just to give it a bit more momentum. Another one that's a bit more low end driven. So those together give you, and with the leads, we've added some pads. I've automated this EQ to act as sort of as a filter. As you can see, builds up and ultimately opens all the way up. Another pluck, sort of doing a bit more of a counter melody. Which I thought this fit really, really well. Heading back to the piano, we've got this part of the track. Gets a bit of tension going. The Reese sort of giving a bit of impact, turns off. That paired with the piano, something special. I added a bit of a choir in here. So that with the break and the piano. Then I had this from this Kashmir sample. I cut up this choir part to have a bit of a stutter effect, which is sick. It sounded like it was glitchy or something. So then I cut up the normal choir with it. And it gives it a really, really, really nice lead into everything else. Then with some crafty sample work with blending and pitching and stuff like that as well, we made it hit this new level just before the piano comes back in. And the lead creeps back in as well. Sort of real trancey, just like a euphoric moment without it being too in your face, so then it makes way for the impact of the drop. Got standard drum builds, claps, some light crowd claps. All together they make a nice build. Some normal hats, some more claps, some cinematic drums. I've misplaced these dry stems, but luckily enough, I can show you I've got the full stem there, which is fine. But what I'd done, cut the lows off the stems, compress them a little bit. I've used Pitch Monster, just gave it a bit more of a chorus effect. I've got this other chain here, compresses, multi-band compressor a little bit more, drops at a semitone, and it has a double tracking preset, so it just really spaces out the vocal and spreads it across the stereo field. Again, cutting off some lows just to make sure that we have no lows bleeding through. And Soothe. Soothe is amazing. If you don't have Soothe, go and check that out. So that just automatically dips harsh frequencies. It's like a smart automatic EQ in a sense. But yeah, you can get tedious and like get some real fine points and try and do it yourself, which is sweet. You might get a better result. Go and check that out. If you want to save a little bit of time doing that stuff, go and have a look. Finished it with just a limiter. I can't really show you anything. So the vocal here is done by Mr. Shawnee B, and he's killed this thing. I remember meeting up with him and, we're writing this together, and he laid it down in practically the first take. He absolutely smashed this. So I've actually got a video of this take, on my phone. So I'll probably upload that at some point. Have a listen to this.
We fly on the wings of paradise to a place we can be free.
He's just an absolute beast to the way his vocals. He's blessed with a good voice box.
We fly on the wings of paradise to a place we can be free. The clock is ticking, brothers, sisters, chosen family.
He absolutely smashed that. Got like a clock countdown. And downlifters, drop effects, riser, crowd noise, more crowd noise, a crash for the drops, piece of ambience from a 22 bullet sample pack. This is a cool one. This ambience runs under the whole intro of the track. It's very light, you can't really tell it's there, but it gives it something. It's just such a sick track, man. I'm so happy I got the chance to put my own spin on this, so I hope you all enjoyed it. And that's pretty much it. Go and have a listen to the full track in the link below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and a comment so I can eat food tonight. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.